Hello and welcome to another Diablo 4 episode here on the Mole RP channel. My name is Small, and today we have to talk about the left click issue, or your basic attack, your filler, your builder, whatever you want to call it. It is the ability you normally have on your left mouse button if you're playing on PC, and it is the basic attack in your talent tree. You know, the area where you have to spend 2 points to actually go deeper into the talent tree. And there is a huge problem with it, and it will be very interesting to see in the next few weeks how Blizzard will act on it and how much the community will cry wolf on the problem or not. But let me explain a little bit what is going on right now before we are going into the details. If you're looking at some of the top tier builds right now, you will realize two things very quickly. A, they are builds who are only barely using the basic ability to get a fight going, and when they are in the fight, they will find other means to just keep the energy flow going for their stronger abilities. And then there are the builds who are using no basic ability whatsoever. Not even a single basic ability will be in the build, and they literally just have to put 2 points into the talent tree to go further down in the tree itself. And now you might say, okay, well, if that is how the community wants to play, then so be it, right? What's the problem here? The problem is Blizzard. Because Blizzard sees it very differently. They have been already nerfing those builds, and there are already discussions in the community and on social media with the developers that this will not be the last time they will go down hard on those builds, because they don't really necessarily have a problem with the builds and the damage itself, but they have a problem with you not using any basic abilities. And that leads us to two competing sides. We have the Blizzard side and the players who say, well, then use basic abilities. And then we have the people who say, no, I don't want to use them, they're shit. And here's the interesting part. About, I would say, a week ago, if somebody would have asked me, how do you think about the basic abilities? I would have said, nah, they are part of your rotation, they are important for your build, and you should definitely go with the basic abilities, and I can totally understand Blizzard's viewpoint here. Now, the deeper I'm getting into the end game, I come more and more to the conclusion that basic abilities are pretty ass. They're pretty ass. They are not good. I have been trying hard to make basic abilities parts of my build. No kidding, I've been trying to find the right legendaries, the right uniques, the right build in my build tree, right? To make basic abilities the star of a build, or at least usable beyond the idea of just generating you energy. And I couldn't find any. Like, every legendary or unique I found which was good for basic ability, was just universally good. Like, let's say 60% more attack speed. Okay, that's cool. That helps a basic ability quite a bit, but it also helps all the other abilities quite a bit, right? So it's this, why would I use a basic ability and not just use this unique for the build, which will also do more DPS anyways, right? So making the basic ability the star of the show is really tough. It gets even worse because a lot of the basic abilities make you stop. Or, like, here in the background, you can see me playing my main character, my barbarian, and most of the basic abilities are not doing enough damage to warrant the danger of going in close, getting beaten up super quickly, and maybe die, right? Like, if I'm going in with an enemy, I have to know that the next ability I will use here will do tons of damage and justify me putting myself into the danger zone. A basic ability is not doing that. Now, some people might argue, yeah, but look, man, you need basic abilities to build up your energy. Yeah, but first of all, do I really need 4 abilities who can do that for me? Second, they're not even that great for that. Yeah, there is normally like one ability who gives you a little bit more energy back and all that, but a lot of people have figured out that it is more useful to just let the energy regenerate over normal means, if you can do that, right? And just run around like an idiot for a few seconds. And it is much safer and better than actually standing still for your basic. And even as a barbarian, you are using like your screams, right, to generate that energy. And there are better ways just to do it, and safer ways. That is also very important. There are safer ways to do all this. And I think one of the main reasons for that lies in the talent tree itself. If you were looking at the other talents, like your core abilities and so on and so forth, you will see that you have here like a lot of abilities who are really helpful in making your core abilities and your other special abilities dish out more damage, right? They are amplifiers there when it comes to talents which are improving your survivability or your DPS. Then you are going back into the basic area and you see there's nothing there. It is literally just 4 talents which you can utilize, 4 abilities, and then there are a few upgrades which are increasing your energy generation by 3 or making you take a little bit less damage for 3%. Like, it is really the most basic ability in the game, and that's why a lot of people don't want to do it. Right? They are looking at the basic abilities and go, you know what? I could put like another scream in here, another shout, or another ability. Maybe I'm putting in another escape ability, right? Like, there are so many just better choices throughout your talent tree than a basic ability. And if Blizzard wants this to change, nerfs will not help them, because the principle that those abilities are too risky with not enough positive outcome for you are still there, and that will not change even with all the nerfs to the other builds. So what Blizzard really has to do here is they have to sit down, they have to take a look at those abilities and think about creative ways to put them into your builds. Make them rewarding. Make them generate more energy if you really just want to cut them down to the bare function, which is, again, energy regeneration, right? Make it so that you only have to use like 2 or 3 attacks at best, and then you have full energy or something like that. If you really don't find a better way to utilize the basic abilities. But you cannot leave the basic abilities as they are right now. They are not strong enough and not generating a good outcome enough in the end game to warrant the danger they are sometimes putting you in. And that has to change. And if Blizzard is not doing that, and they're just nerfing the builds who are not relying on basic attacks, then oh boy, in a few months, we will actually stand in front of a huge problem. So let's hope that Blizzard gets the memo and does something about it. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think about all the basic ability, basic attack discussion down below in the comments. Also, if you're on your way out and you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, you want to see more Diablo content, we are also starting to do more Starfield content here on the channel and some other RPs which will probably pop up here and then. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.